Man, what a just completely nasty day out today. Raining all day. It's supposed to rain all week too. Kind of windy. It's definitely spring. Hasn't reached summer yet, and this is your evidence of it. So those clouds are kind of moving in an interesting direction. Everything seems to be kind of moving west. That's kind of odd. I don't know if the actual storm complex itself is moving west or what's going on with that, but usually things come in from the west and they go east. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, busily trying to wrap up some projects here, and this has certainly been on the list for a while. This is one of those two Acer systems. There's the other one. This is the 1420. AX 1420. And we're going to try and install Windows 7 on this. This got off to an inauspicious start because my first attempt at this with a disk, the burn did not succeed. Oh, rattly that is. And I got a disk that would complain it wanted a driver in order to access the install media, even though it was booting from the install media. So I don't know what really the deal is with that. This is kind of weird. So I had to remake the disk. It's going to be getting Windows 7 Home Premium. At least that's what the plan is, because the license key on the side is for Windows 7 Home Premium. Ideally, I'd be able to find the Acer OEM media for this, but obviously it doesn't still have it on the drive, because that drive's been formatted with Windows 7 Enterprise, and I can't really use Windows 7 Enterprise. It looks like it's trying though, so we're at least getting somewhere. So we'll do that one. Get that one done first. This one is going to be getting Radio DJ. This is 64-bit. I don't think I would install not 64-bit. I think it's got 4 gigs of memory in it. Should be enough. But yeah, this is going to get Radio DJ and be used for automation. That one is probably just going to run either folding at home or distributed net or something similar. So I could take advantage of the dual video, the video card that's in it. Probably not much, but you know, every little bit helps when you're contributing to these kinds of things. And it can be used as a heater in the winter. It would certainly be useful for that. But I get this done first. And then I will eventually have another video of a couple more. I don't remember which one of these is which. I've had one of them for a while. And I was using it as a backup server for a while, but I've got a second one here that's actually going to be used as the secondary for the low-end radio stuff. Automation. And allow me to get rid of 2 virtual machines. As you can see, it's a little bit taken apart right now, because the stupid thing decided that it was going to have a little bit of a memory incident, I guess, and it wouldn't get past the first part of setup. Change the memory, wiggle it around a little bit, and now it works. I'm going to see if I can get the rest of the setup done. Then I'm going to change back to the old RAM, because I want to use this in the other machine. Okay, getting this Raspberry Pi booted up, because the first thing I'm going to do, probably the last thing I'm going to do with this, is I'm going to install Legacy Update. I've got the rest of everything else done later. Let's see, Athlon 2, X4, 645, 4 gigs of RAM. Not bad. I'll install Legacy Update so that way I can activate Windows and all the other stuff. And it's easier probably to do that than it is to figure out where I've got my update roll-up stored on my network. I know I've got it somewhere, but I'm lazy. Alright, there is the benchmark score. Not great, but certainly acceptable. Now there's a lot more config I'll need to do with this, but I'm going to wait until it is in the server rack that it's going into before I do any of that, because, like I said, I got 2 of these to do. Even though, you know, second verse same as the first, I do want to actually get them done. Because they've been sitting in here for entirely way too long, just taking up space. Windows install well underway. Nice. Really the big difference with this one is going to be the video card in there. I'm hoping I don't have to install a video driver on top of Windows, but I wouldn't be surprised if I do. Still don't know why it shows this system configuration screen. Huh. Should be coming from the hard drive. Now the last time I did this, this went into a loop when I got to the first startup. Because Windows, I guess, the memory, I had some problems with the RAM. I think I mentioned that earlier. We'll see what this does. Well, that's a little bit more promising with the flash there. Yeah, there we go. It is working. So, we'll let it finish its thing here. That intro screen is timeless. Almost like Windows XP. Not going away anytime soon, just like Windows XP as well. Despite what some people might say about it, oh, it's old and obsolete and unsupported. Well, guess what? I don't care if it's unsupported. That just means that it won't reboot out from under me when it wants to install updates. Or, even worse, Windows 10's latest thing is it will blue screen in order to install updates. Kind of ridiculous that the consumer stands for that kind of stuff, but apparently they do. Nobody seems to care about it. Well, this is a little disappointing. The USB controller I'm not too surprised by, because that's probably the USB 3.0. The video I'm a little surprised by, but also not really. But the Ethernet is an extreme shock, considering I don't think it's that much different than the other one. So I don't know why the Ethernet's not showing up. Or at least I thought that it was the same as the other one, but I guess not. So that is going to actually put the brakes on this, because as much as I would like to finish this off and get this wrapped up, I don't have the time. I've got other things I would like to be working on, so good night to this. Maybe I'll revisit it at a future time. Or show it off as a postscript to some other video or something if I happen to remember that this is something that I happen to do, or happen to close the video like this. I don't know if it's really likely that I'll remember that, because by the time I get to these, it's probably going to be like another year from now. At least at the current rate that things are going.